marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. As he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
A little juke. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Chiefs at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Bills 27-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Going play action here with Zappi. Sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Allen going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dano able to record his 5th sack of the season. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Allen. And this is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to download the running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Allen to throw it. Going deep for Diggs. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Zappi to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Butker's kick here is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Draw play. This is Hines, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
3rd down and 6. Here's Allen. They'll fire this deep for Hardy. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
How much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
The 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and 8. Zappi. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Zappi on 3rd down.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And Oliver in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. He connected on his first, this from 41. Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stuck.
And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They run with Hines. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
They run again with Hines. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To the air. Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Allen now on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Has his man. It's Shakir.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Chance to get right back into this football game.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Off the fake, Zampi. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Zappi throws this quickly and completes it.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Looking to throw, Zappi.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On second down, Cook. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues. Third and long on the horizon. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. Here's Pacheco once again, and he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And this returnable for Hines.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
This is Hines.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On first down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a run there on a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the shotgun, Zappi.
Flushed out right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Zappi's throw caught by Tony.
That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Zappi off play action. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Down the left sideline.
And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now, they matched their opponent's pick six from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And, Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So the return, very costly, not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quick.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
2nd and 9. Zappi fakes a handoff, looks to throw it. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Zappi. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Zappi from the gun. That is caught. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2nd and 7. They'll swing this out to Tony.
So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're back now in KC. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Butker's kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. The run on 1st down gets him a couple up to the 27.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here.
Hardman on the return.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 49-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Zappi back to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates.
Now Zappi.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hines. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The first down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Hines. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here we go, first and goal. Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Bills 28, Chiefs 23. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Let's go.
This is first and 10.
18, Pioneer. 70 Lions.
Going play action here with Zappi. That's laid out deep for Rice.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
Here's second down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Zappi to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Here's Zappi. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Here's Zappi to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Khalil Shakir. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add to their fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Zappi. That's going to be caught by Tony. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Zappi's throw here complete to Kelsey.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Zappi. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Zappi. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Zappi.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Zappi to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we